Hello everybody, it is I, BigAl once again. Welcome to another edition of BigAl Rants. So, Mortal Kombat 1 is in early access right now. It's going to be released to the rest of the general public in a couple of days now. And up until the early release was official, we've been getting numerous character reveals and plot reveals over time. And I'm not going to be talking about any of them, except for one. So, just full disclosure, I do not have the game. Now that all the fatalities are on YouTube, I have no reason to buy the game. I saw the story mode from start to finish, and I have some thoughts, but, you know, if you're friends with me on Facebook, you know about them. But long story short, I liked a lot of things about story mode, and towards the end I was like, oh boy, this shit again. But that's all I'm going to reveal about story mode. But I'm here to talk about a very specific character reveal trailer, and that is for Nitara, the vampire priestess that originally debuted in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance so many years ago. She's been a fan favorite. What the fuck's going on with my shirt? She's been a fan favorite for years. People have been wanting her back, and like a monkey's paw. The monkey paw, when people asked, "We want Nitara back in Mortal Kombat," and then the finger started to curl until one remained. And the Mortal Kombat team said, "Oh, we'll give you Nitara, but she's going to be voiced by fucking Megan Fox." So, when I first saw the trailer for Nitara, and saw Megan Fox is Nitara, the first words that came out of my mouth was, fucking why? Like, what the hell is Megan Fox's connection, not just to Nitara, but to fucking Mortal Kombat in general? Like, what the fuck is their connection? At least with Jean-Claude Van Damme being Johnny Cage, it makes sense. Because if you're too young to know or remember, the original Mortal Kombat 1 from the 90s, the arcade game from the 90s, was originally going to be Bloodsport, the arcade game, featuring Jean-Claude Van Damme. It was going to be an arcade game based on arguably his most well-known movie, which featured an underground fighting tournament. Unfortunately, they couldn't get Jean-Claude or the movie license, so they had to improvise and come up with a brand new IP, and that IP, of course, is Mortal fucking Kombat. And the rest, as they say, is history. So, it makes sense for Jean-Claude Van Damme to be in this, to be like a celebrity voice in this game for an alternate skin, because without Van Damme and Bloodsport, we wouldn't have Mortal Kombat. You know, it's a love letter to the history of the entire franchise. And, besides, if you don't want to hear Jean-Claude Van Damme butchering the English language every time he opens his mouth, you don't have to. It's completely optional. You don't have that luxury with Nitara and Megan Fox voicing her. You are forced to listen to her talk. Now, I'm gonna exit the man cave here in a second. We're gonna watch the reveal trailer for Nitara, and we're gonna, you know, in classic BigAl fashion, pick it apart every so often. So let's go into the viewing room, shall we? You guys ready? We're doing this old school. We're doing this guerrilla style. You know, back in the day where we used to fucking put the camera on top of a bunch of cardboard boxes. Only this time, I have a tripod with a phone camera. And I couldn't be asked to, you know, directly stream it from my computer or anything because, fuck effort. Anyway, here we go. Let's take a look at this shit. Yeah, immediate question. Why? Why?
I am Megan Fox, and I'm voicing Nitara.
Unfortunately.
She comes from this weird realm. She is a type of vampire creature. She's evil, but she's also good. She's trying to save...
What the fuck does that mean? I'm being... What? She's evil, but she's also good. The fuck does that mean? Couldn't you just say, oh, she's an anti-hero? Whatever.
Give her people. I really like her. She's a vampire, which obviously resonates for whatever reason.
When she was dating Machine Gun Kelly, they would suck each other's blood. That's what she's referencing.
It's cool to be in the game, you know, because I'm not really just voicing it. It'll be like, she's kind of me.
I'll steal Datusha and kill you with it. You are welcome to try.
Are you fucking kidding me? What the hell was that line read? Like, you brought Megan Fox in, and directly you're directly comparing her to like an actual voice actress, someone who gives a fuck about what they're voicing in.
You Outworlders believe yourselves so superior.
I was like,
What the fuck is that? Okay, like, this is your highlight reel? Are you fucking kidding me, NetherRealm? This is your highlight reel. You know, oh, we brought in Megan Fox, and this, you had her read one line with one take, and you're like, all right, fuck it, that's a wrap. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? People gave Ronda Rousey shit for this, okay? People, oh, she's so soulless and wooden. At least I could tell she gives a shit about this thing that she's voicing in. You know, when she was Sonya Blade, she fucking rocked that shit. She like lived that shit. She would go to WWE events cosplaying Sonya Blade. You know, she was excited. You know, okay, probably she sucks as a voice actress, but at least, you know, she was having fun doing it. You know what I mean? Like,
been doing the sessions, it does force me to like tap into areas of myself I'm not comfortable.
You know, like emoting, which she clearly didn't do a good job of anyway.
I've had a lot of fun doing it, and it's caused me to like be more.
Have you now? Have you had fun? I couldn't fucking tell. Like if you play the game, if you actually play the game, you listen to Nitara speak either in pre-match dialogue or story mode. It all of it sounds like she's reading off a fucking post-it note, just line by line, as they hand her post-it notes of pre-written lines for her to read, and then they just send her home with her big fat check. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, I had so much fun voicing this character. I couldn't fucking tell.
Free with myself.
What did you do with Jen's body?
Poor Kung Lao. You'll never see her again.
Get it? Jennifer's body?
Kombat, it's just one of those staples. It's been around since gaming has been around.
Yes, I remember when Mortal Kombat was released alongside Raider Scope. Remember that? And Tennis for Two, that was a banger.
I think it's just like an opportunity that anybody would want, because we did all grow up playing the game, and it is one of the greatest video games of all time.
And then that's pretty much it for the trailer. So, yeah, I have thoughts. So yeah, that was, oh boy. So, a couple of things I want to talk about here with this. That the first thing when she's like, oh, I had so much fun voicing the character. You clearly didn't. You clearly didn't have fun at all voicing the character, because none of that supposed excitement you said you felt translated at all into the actual voice work. Because, I mean, for God's sake, you're playing a fucking blood-bending vampire priestess in this game. Show some goddamn emotion, Megan. Like, do you have any fucking idea how much I would be hamming it up if I was in Mortal Kombat and I was chosen to play, I don't know, like, basically the same thing, like a a vampire demigod or some shit. You know, like, like in the pre-match, but I will stain the floors crimson with your blood. Like, you know, like, have some fucking fun with it. You know, it's like, the Terran, I wonder what your bloods will taste like. Like, come on! Like, have some fucking fun with it, at least. And this is not just Megan Fox that does this shit. It's every time. It seems like every time a celebrity gets chosen to voice act, you know, get outside their comfort zone, as you know, she claims that she did. Every time they choose a voice, they have an interview with the celebrity, the A-list celebrity actor chosen to voice act, and they're like, "Oh, I loved, I was born to play this role. I loved the thing that this is from, and I'm gonna have so much fun." And they don't have any fun with it. They just use their normal ass speaking voice to read off a fucking cue card. They get their fat paycheck, and they go home. It's bullshit. And I'm not saying that celebrity voice actors are always bad. Screen acting and voice acting are two completely different types of acting, and there are people that can do both very well. There's Mark Hamill, Jack Black, even John Cena. The dude's just the fucking he has no business being as good of an actor as he is. Even voice acting, he's fantastic. There's Batista is again. Why isn't Batista in this game? You used him in the marketing. You're like, oh, here's Batista playing our sweet ass new video game, and you put him in the commercial. Why isn't he in the video game? At the very least, he's very involved with the thing that he's advertising, and you couldn't even be bothered putting him in the actual video game. What the fuck is wrong with you? Megan Fox, just shows up. Like, what? I have to ask you, what is the connection here? Like, what the fuck does Megan Fox have to do with Mortal Kombat? Why is she even here? Like, and I'm trying to figure out why, and I can't think of a reason, like, what the connection is. Like, is it the blood thing? Is she Nitara because she sucks blood? Like, is that a prerequisite to voicing a vampire now? You have to fucking method act and suck blood yourself? Is that it? What up? Like, were they trying to do like what Hollywood does with cartoons, with cartoon movies, when they hire voice actors, or when they hire celebrities to voice act for name recognition? Like, people are just going to buy this game in droves now because Megan Fox is attached to it. Listen, I don't know. Normies don't know who the fuck she is, right? I know who she is, but I only know about her because I've seen Transformers. And I know that she's in Jennifer's Body and then she's in TMNT. That's it. I don't know of anything else that she's been in. And I highly doubt that, like, anyone in this generation even knows who the fuck she is. Like, she does not have, like, the star drawing power as someone like Robert Downey Jr. or Samuel Jackson. Like, no one gives a fuck about Megan Fox. Why is she even in this video game? It's not like her name is on the cover. Like, MK1 featuring Megan Fox. They didn't even do that with Jean-Claude Van Damme. They could have very well been like Mortal Kombat 1 featuring Jean-Claude Van Damme, but they didn't. It just, I don't get it. And if you're wondering, Al, why the fuck are you so upset about this? I'll tell you why. This fucking blew my mind. So, okay. So, as of 1 or 2 days ago, as of yesterday, professional voice actress, actually, no. Before the big bombshell, I wanted to mention something. So, I'm watching gameplay with Nitara, right? I'm watching, like, the story mode and the pre-match dialogue and the actual gameplay, and I noticed something. It seems like, I don't know how to really explain it, but it seems like Megan Fox was in a different recording studio than everyone else. I don't know how to explain it, because her voice lines sound, I guess, crisper and clearer than everyone else's. Like she's using a different mic, or they're doing different audio mixing or something. It's not even like they're trying to filter. It's not even like, they had her voice a character, and then they put like a demonic filter on her voice. It's just her speaking. It's just her regular speaking voice. But it sounds like oddly clearer. But then you get to like actual gameplay as her. And the sounds coming out of Nitara during gameplay do not sound like Megan Fox. And I'm not talking about like the screeches or the demonic screaming. I'm talking about like effort noises, like grunts and groans and, ha, ha, ha. And then even like the death scream doesn't sound anything like Megan Fox. And I'm thinking, that's odd. It's almost like they had Megan Fox do the voice lines, the actual talking, and they hired someone else to do the effort lines. And it turns out that's exactly what happened. Veteran voice actress Cristina Vee came out yesterday on Twitter to announce that she did all the voice line, she did all the effort grunts and the screaming and the screeching for Nitara. Which prompted pretty much everyone to say, well, then why the fuck weren't you her main voice actress to begin with? This makes me so irrationally angry. You brought in this big time, I wouldn't even say fucking big time. No one knows who she is. You brought in Megan Fox, this celebrity Hollywood actress, on for a reason that no one knows except God, to voice a character. You have her voice talking lines, but you couldn't have her she couldn't bother to just do, ha, ouchies, oof, eh. You couldn't have her do that shit. So you brought in an actual voice actress whose job it is to be a voice actress to do that shit for her. What the fuck? Like, it's not even, like, I know it sometimes happen where, like, a voice actor will lose their voice and they have someone else, record some lines, in their place until their voice gets... They have, like, a stunt voice actor. It happened with Jeremy Irons on Lion King. He, his voice was fucked up, so they brought in Jim Cummings to record a couple lines and be prepared. Or, like, if a character is, like, an anthropomorphic talking animal, and they bring in Frank Welker to do the actual animal noises, right? It's not entirely uncommon for there to be a main voice actor and a supplemental voice actor. That shit happens. But this isn't like that. This is a celebrity was doing the talking, and an actual voice actress was saying, oof, ah, ha, yeah? Like, what the fuck? This is why I'm angry. Like, you either hire... Like I said before, there are people that can do both. There are people that can do both screen acting and voice acting. Megan Fox, unfortunately, is complete fucking dog shit at both. And I don't understand why they couldn't just hire a voice actress. Or, they hired a voice actress, but she's not voice acting. She's doing, like, the little piddly shit that the celebrity voice actors couldn't bother doing because she didn't want to ruin her voice or whatever. Fuck that. Like, that is bullshit. Christina should have gotten the role full stop. Like, she said that, like, on the Twitter, she said that like, the most difficult part was the screaming. you know, doing the demonic screams that come out of Nitara. Can you imagine, you know, all that, like, can you imagine that, but with, like, the voice acting, like her doing the actual speaking roles, like, have that amount of energy and have that amount of fucking evil drip out of her voice when she's talking? But no, we don't get that. We have, like, sentient wooden board reads from a Post-it note. That's what we get. You know, like I said, the fucking monkey paw, you know, curls up because, hey, we wanted Nitara, but hey, you get Nitara voiced by a wooden board reading off a fucking Post-it note. That's what you get. There's been BigAl with another pointless rant about bullshit no one cares about. Over and out.